This week on TGC News, new guns from Smith Wesson, Nighthawk and Sig, and a ton of new accessories. Let's get to it. TacPack is an enthusiast subscription service that is focused on bringing you the stuff you need straight to your door on a monthly basis. Every month is different, and you can be met with gun parts, accessories, cleaning gear, or even some bigger and cooler shenanigans. And because you're subscribed to TGC, if you use the code TGCBAG over at TacPack.com, you'll get a free grab bag with your next order. Welcome back to another episode of TGC News, the only gun news show that covers things you actually care about. My name is Jon Patton. I'm really enjoying this theme that we've got going. So once again, let's fire up the minigun. It's rapid fire news time. First up this week, a new one from Big Blue. Smith Wesson is surprisingly nimble for how big the company is, and they've joined the ranks of a bunch of other brands with the new M&P 9 M2.0 compact optics ready. I love these long names. It's really not a crazy change. It's got the 2.0 texture all over, the 4-inch barrel, 15-round mag, and it now comes with taller sights along with a cut for a slide riding optic. To me, it's fascinating to see how and when brands respond to customer demand and trends, and this optic-ready theme that we're seeing across the industry is no different. MSRP on this gun is $616 and can be had with or without a safety. I'm curious to know how many of you guys are currently carrying with an optic or heavily considering it. Let me know down in the comments. Next up, Sig has released a limited run of a special gun. It's called the P220 Legion Carry SAO. Again, a long name. Essentially, it's a P220 chambered in 45 ACP from the Legion series that has been shrunk by half an inch on the barrel length. Otherwise, it is exactly the same as the full-size version of the gun, as far as I can tell. They say that there will only be 500 of these made, and then they're gone forever. Personally, I think chopping half an inch off and calling it a carry-specific model is a bit silly, but what do I know? No word on exact pricing for this gun, but the full-size gun goes for around $1,200, so that's about what I would expect. Also new this week is a fancy new 1911. I feel like this needs to happen in every week's show, just so that it keeps us all in check with how poor we are. This time it's from Nighthawk Custom, and it's called the Shadowhawk Long Slide. And it's chambered in, wait for it, 10 mil. It's got a 6-inch barrel and a bunch of other super fancy accoutrements, as you would expect from Nighthawk. Pricing starts at a ripe $3,999. I totally can't afford that, but good lord, do I want to shoot it. Cruising right along, we actually have a bunch of accessories to cover. First, an interesting optic mount from Black Collar Arms. They're known for their Pork Sword bolt-action pistols. And now they've got a carbon fiber optic mount. I've never actually seen this forged carbon fiber used in optic mounts, and I'm excited about it. I think pushing forward matters. They claim that they are super rigid, and they also say that these weigh in at just over 5 ounces with the hardware included. That is really lightweight. They are available in 30 and 34 millimeter versions, and the MSRP is $399. I'll let you guys tell me in the comments if that's too much for what you guys think it's worth. A company called Nelson Precision has come out with an all-aluminum slide for the Glock 44. The product page has a funny quip that I'll share with you guys because it really gives context here. Are you tired of your G44 slide breaking? Yeah, I guess that happens. Are you tired of not being able to run a micro red dot like a real operator would? Are you tired of not being able to have the option of changing out sights? Well, they claim that because of those things, this slide is for you. They have 3 different versions with various levels of cuts, serrations, and markings on the side, all with the MSRP of $220. Surefire has released what they are calling the first ever duty-grade micro-compact weapon light called the XSC. It puts out 350 lumens and has a runtime of 30 minutes. While that sounds kind of short, when I hear that, I'm like, that's nothing. They do feature a hot swappable, rechargeable battery, And they have specific mounts for the 3 gun models for which they are made. The 365, Hellcat, and Glock 43X/48. MSRP on these is $329. And unfortunately, there is nothing listed on their website about the batteries for this, but since they're proprietary, I'm guessing they're not going to be cheap either. And rounding out our new product news is one from a company called Stopbox. The product is an AR-15 chamber lock, and it's interesting. Instead of a key or biometrics or some other slow access method, this is just a series of buttons on the outside that need to be pushed in order to unlock and access the gun. Honestly, it kind of looks like one of those finger strength things. I think the idea has merit for those that want a product like this, like want a chamber lock. But at the MSRP of $150 with a pre-order of $120, this thing is not cheap. However, I'm not really sure if there's a competing product that is quite this fast. I'm sure you guys will remind me in the comments if I'm missing something. Either way, it's cool to see people trying new things and pushing forward. Neomag offers so much more than a slick solution for discreetly carrying mags, with products like the RASC, which means Revolver Ammunition Strip Concealment, so folks that carry wheel guns don't have to have the bulk of a regular speed loader in their pocket. There's also the Sentry Strap, which allows you to cleanly stage your rifle sling using a slick magnetic solution. And now they've expanded the Neomag line. Not only do you have the single magnet originals, but now you have the dual magnet Type G made for Glock mags or holding other mags more securely. And you can still choose from black or silver, extended, and standard size pocket clips. If you want to be the gray man, this is your brand. To get 10% off your entire order, use our code TGC2020 at theneomag.com. It's time now for Friendly Fire, the segment where I answer your questions from our loyal Subscribe Star supporters. Hit the link in the description to learn how you can go support us directly. We would love that. First up, Paul Allen says, what do you think the U.S. will be like after Trump wins the election? Well, first off, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The election hasn't happened, and it's not smart for us to pretend like the outcome is predetermined. That's like resting on our laurels. It's not smart. Instead of just thinking about Trump winning, let's think about how to get our eroded gun rights back in the process. I also encourage you to look at Jo Jorgensen. She is the Libertarian candidate as a potential on your list. Hassan Chop says, with all of the reported new gun owners, do you think we'll see any increase in places to shoot? Honestly, no, I don't. At least not right away. A lot of new gunners don't even know what a good or bad range is yet, and they may not for a while. I mean, consider the fact that if you didn't know if something was good or bad, you may not want to increase, decrease, you may not want to change it because you just don't know. We don't know what we don't know, right? 22 Chiefster, who is a really good dude, by the way, says, why is the gun community so inclusive in real life, like at the range or at a match, and then so divisive online? That's a multifaceted problem, but I think the biggest issue is that social media sites have created echo chambers and programmed people to hate opposing views more than ever before, even within our own friend circles. If somebody like opposes you, you start to feel like this inner anger. We're literally being programmed. Our thoughts are changed. I also just watched a documentary called The Social Dilemma last night on Netflix, so maybe I'm still hyped up on that. My friendly fire question to you guys. What do you think is the gun community equivalent of pumpkin spice lattes for basic white girls? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to ask a friendly fire question, I would love to have your question. Jump over to Subscribe Star and support us directly on there. And that is it for this week's show. I would love it if you guys hit the like button to feed the algorithm monster.
Feed me! I'm starving! Must be blood. Must be fresh. Feed me.
And if you think we've earned it, get subscribed as well. That would be awesome. We'd love to have you back. As always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Yep, it's over, but don't worry, you can click on the video up top to watch last week's show, and the one below that is the one that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Check them out and let me know what you think.